This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
Always follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Pauly Howard on VSiN.
Good to have you on board here on a Thursday. Thanks for watching on YouTube TV, listening, Sirius XM channel 158, iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, or any of our awesome affiliates across the country in this hour. We'll hit Thursday Night Football. Denver and the Raiders going at it from Mile High City. There is a very fun college basketball game starting in about a half an hour we'll tell you about. And right now we'll get best bets in the world of soccer as Steve Wyss joins the program now. Follow him on X. He's at Meatman Soccer with Because We Win in the Nordic Football Pod. Meatman, good to talk to you as always. We appreciate the time. I'm looking at the standings right now in the Prim. Arsenal, of course, in first, 25 points. Sunderland, not that far back, 18. They meet this weekend. And you want to lay it with Arsenal? Tell us why.
Yeah, hi guys. Well, it's interesting. I obviously gave out Sunderland on last week's show, Draw No Bet on Monday night, and we got the push on that game. I think I was a little bit lucky. First half an hour, Everton were really dominant against them. Probably should have scored 2 or 3 goals. After that, Sunderland improved. But if they're struggling in a half an hour spell against Everton at home, I think Arsenal are going to give them some serious trouble here. Arsenal look a good bet on a handicap here, minus 1.25. So as long as they win by 1 goal, you're not going to lose all of your stake. But it's very likely Arsenal probably win by a 2 or 3 goal margin. This is probably the best team in Europe right now. It's either Arsenal or Bayern Munich. This changes throughout the season, but Arsenal have definitely got the best defense in Europe. They haven't conceded a goal in any of the last 8 games. So Arsenal win to 0 is going to be a really popular bet as well. I always prefer to take handicaps. I just think they're definitely the best Premier League team at the moment. They're ultimately playing a promoted side. Sunderland did catch me out against Chelsea recently, but Monday night, as I say, the first half an hour Monday night put me off them. So I think Arsenal will get the job done quite comfortably here and not concede another goal.
Okay. Also Saturday, Chelsea takes on Wolves, and Chelsea has gone over 2.5 goals, 6 of their last 7 fixtures. Do you see the same thing playing out against the Wolves?
Yeah, I think this is probably my slam dunk of the week, really. And let's not overcomplicate it. Yeah, over 2.5 goals, minus 161. It just looks very, very obvious. Let's start with Wolves. I said last week how bad they are. They have now sacked their manager. We're in a crazy sort of manager merry-go-round at the moment in England. There's all sorts of shenanigans going on. But they're ultimately very, very poor. They might appoint the Middlesbrough manager, Rob Edwards. He may be by the weekend, but I'm not sure. But either way, Chelsea are far too good for Wolves. Chelsea should win this match very, very easily, and they're very capable of scoring all these goals on their own. They actually scored 9 goals against Wolves last season in 2 matches. The 2 teams met a few weeks ago in the Cup, and it was a 4-3 win for Chelsea. So there's a history of goals when these 2 teams meet. And I think with Wolves now, that they're down right at the bottom of the table. They're desperately struggling. They might as well have a go. Actually have a go, at least try and score some goals, give the fans something to cheer about. Mm-hmm. So, I'm expecting Chelsea to comfortably win, but I prefer the goals angle. You could also ladder this to over 3.5 goals, actually, because it just screams like maybe 4-1 to Chelsea would be a very likely result.
This is dreadful. Bottom of the table, 2 points, minus 15 goal differential. Incredible how bad they've been. Let's go to Sunday. You want to oppose Newcastle. Brentford against Newcastle, middle of the table.
Yeah, I think Brentford are a good dog here. Plus 105 on the Draw No Bet handicap. I wouldn't put off anyone taking the money line either, because Newcastle are capable of just simply laying an egg away from home. I think they lost to West Ham last week, which is really, really poor. Disappointing performance, and too many times in the last probably 5 years, they've let down their backers and their fans on the road. They're very, very good at home, Newcastle. But away from home, I can't trust them, especially in London. And, especially on the back of, they played in the midweek on Wednesday in the Champions League. So this is not a squad built for rotation for multiple matches in a week. And they're going to get a really tough physical test here at Brentford. Brentford are a bit of a surprise package this season. They've been better than I think most expect. But they're so good at set pieces, at free kicks and corners, and they're physical, long throws. They've got the best long throw taker in the whole Premier League. He throws it a million miles there into the penalty box, causes all sorts of trouble. They're just an awkward team to face, Brentford. Not really going to enjoy facing their style, and Newcastle, I think, will be a bit tired. So I think at very worst, Brentford can get a draw in this game. It's just a difficult place to visit after you've played Champions League soccer. And if Newcastle play like they did against West Ham, they're not going to win this game. So Brentford draw no bet, plus 105 looks a good one.
One more meat man on Sunday, the second worst team in the Prem, Nottingham Forest, taking on Leeds. They're near the bottom as well. How about this one?
I think Nottingham Forest have to be backed here, and I'm going to take them on the Asian handicap line, minus 0.25. It's at minus 108, and if this match ends a draw, you'll lose just half your stake. But I think Nottingham Forest look a big price. They're actually plus 225 on the money line. I wouldn't want to put off anyone there. The new manager, Sean Dyche, has come in, and I kind of got him wrong a little bit last week. I expected a low-scoring game, but there was a 2-2 draw against Man United. Showed a bit of intent, and they've just played tonight, 0-0 draw away against Sturm Graz. I just think this Leeds team are very opposable away from home. I don't think the manager's good enough away from home. I saw a ridiculous stat last weekend that Daniel Farke, the Leeds manager, in 47 matches that he's managed in the top division in either England or Germany, he's just had 4 wins out of 47 games. So this is not a good record in the past when he's on the road at all. So I think Leeds have just got to be opposed. Again, a little bit like Newcastle, good at home, potentially, but away from home. Nottingham Forest, and Sean Dyche can get his first win as the manager here of Nottingham Forest, I think, or at very worst, get a draw. Leeds are a good fade.
All right. Follow the money. Pauly and Mitch Vyss in the Sports Betting Network. Our weekly visit with the Meat Man, Steve Wyss, at Meat Man Soccer on X, the Nordic Soccer Pod as well. Because we win, he's on the Progressive guest line. Nigel got into this a little bit a couple weeks ago, and he opposed him and he won. This is the Championship League, the league below the Prim. Can you tell us and expand, because you're playing against them, about the unfortunate story with Sheffield Wednesday? -4 points.
Yeah, and this, I said this, I think, at the start of the season on the preview episode that I gave you, that there's a very good chance that Sheffield Wednesday would be one of the 3 teams that get relegated. And one of the reasons for that is that we knew that there was a chance they would get deducted 12 points because they've gone into administration. They had an owner who basically wasn't paying the bills, he wasn't paying the players, and they finally got rid of him. But the cost is that the administrators are in now, and they're looking for a new owner, and they've lost 12 points. They're kind of playing for pride, Sheffield Wednesday. And, to be fair, they've drawn their last 2 games. The goal they scored against Norwich in midweek was one of the goals of the season. But I think they struggled here at Southampton. Southampton minus 1.25 Asian handicap. Same bet as I did in the Arsenal game. Southampton, I expected a lot better from them this season. It didn't work out with their manager. Another team that sacked their manager this week. Yeah. There's loads of it going around. And as soon as they sacked him, the first match, what happens? They win, don't they? They beat QPR. And this happens so often in soccer. The first few games after the manager's gone, the players start behaving properly again and sort of focusing. And I think Southampton ultimately, let's remember, they were Premier League last season. They were a terrible Premier League team, but they were still Premier League, and they've got a lot of resources, and they are a far better squad. They should be at least winning the game by a 1-goal margin, but it could be 3 or 4, actually, especially now that the manager is out the door and the players seem to be playing a lot better already.
Okay, and Harrogate Town against Oldham, and plus 125 League One on Saturday.
Yeah, my local team, Harrogate Town, and unfortunately, results are not very good. They've lost 8 of their last 10 games. I know quite a few people who go to the games regularly, and the vibe's not very good. They've lost 4 straight. They're defending terribly. And I talk about managers that perhaps need to be replaced. And this is someone that maybe needs to be shown the door. But the problem is the actual owner is his dad. So he's not going to sack his own son, is he? So he's been the manager of Harrogate Town for a long time, and he's done a great job here. But I feel there's quite a stale atmosphere at the club. And Oldham are a funny team. They've not won in about 5 games. They tend to draw a lot of games. So I'm going to back the money line plus 125. Not as big a stake as some of my other bets. But I just think this could look a massive odds at the end of the game, because Harrogate Town are in freefall. They just don't look like getting another point for me right now. And they look very, very opposable. And it would do them good probably to have a change of manager. But, I don't think he's going to sack his own son, is he?
No. This was your pick to get relegated, right?
Yeah, and I think they'll go down unless something does change. It's the squad isn't very good anyway, and they were fortunate they had a reasonably decent start to the season. They were unbeaten in the first 4, but they've just nosedived. You can just sense when a club's in disarray, and yeah, I think they'll go down unless they change the manager.
Great job, my man. We'll talk to you next week. Good luck.
Thanks, guys. Take care. I'll see you next week.
Sheffield Wednesday, he's right, just playing for pride. They have to make up 17 points. It's November. 17 points in order to avoid relegation.
Slightly unlikely, I would say.
Yeah, the -4, it's a problem with the deduction. It's funny how this stuff happens so fast, except when it's Man City. You broke some rules?
Right.
Oh, bam, down you go. Oh, you didn't pay your bills? Down you go.
It doesn't matter there.
The Man City thing just went away and nothing happened.
No, they live by their own rules, right?
Oh, my God.
Yeah. He called Arsenal basically the best team in the world. You agree with that?
I think they're going to win the Prem.
I mean, they have a 6-point lead right now?
Yeah. It was a good breakdown, too, about Sunderland, how they struggled the last match, too.
Yeah.
I agree with them on that selection. And the Wolves, man.
Sunderland tied for 4th right now.
How are you? Yeah, that's surprising. How are you that bad? They used to always be cagey and feisty, and this is just... I think the report was they said no and rejected the Middlesbrough. They won't let them talk to them. But in any event, 2 points, that's it. They're going to go down, too.
We'll hit Thursday Night Football coming up next. Find out which player the projections at vsin.com they're very strong on. And if I know Pauly Howard like I think I know Pauly Howard, he is going to love more props that I found for the game tonight. I'll share those with you as well, including an 80 and a 300-1 shot next.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
It's the season to come together over your favorite holiday drinks at Starbucks. Warm up with a creamy caramel brulee latte. My God, how good does that sound? Get festive with an iced gingerbread chai. Or share a velvety peppermint mocha. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks. That is oozing with deliciousness. And I can't wait to try every single one of them.
Great gift, too, with the gift cards.
Absolutely.
Holiday,
it is.
and also the great bagels as well.
The gift cards put a smile on a person's face instantly whenever you give them out. Let me give you some more props for tonight's Thursday night game, Pauly. This is at FanDuel. You can find them. Both Bo Nix and Geno Smith to complete a 25-plus yard pass.
Oh.
What do you think a number on something like that would be?
Interesting. 2-1.
11-1.
What? For 25 yards?
I might have to put a little pocket change on that one.
11-1?
I'd have to bet that. 11-1, 25-yard plus pass. Against this Raiders secondary, they'll take deep shots, charged with a great breakdown and taking shots at Tony Franklin earlier.
Wow.
25-1? Or 11-1 on... Yeah, that's good. I like that one. So you were talking about Brock Bowers to have 2+ catches in each quarter at 11-1.
Yeah.
I found Brock Bowers 3+ catches in every quarter.
Is that right?
How nuts do you want to get here?
Oh, man.
And that's 80-1.
I'm glad that's offered. Wow.
Now he had 12 catches last week. He's going to have to obviously do the math here. He's going to have at least 12 in this game. Again. But what do you think about this one? Because you bring these up every single week for like a season or a weekly special, like for all the games involved.
Yeah.
Only for tonight's game. Will each team score 1+ rushing touchdown along with a passing touchdown in each half? 300-1. It's going to be a super high scoring game under that scenario. Minimum, it's going to be 56 points then.
Yeah.
If extra points are made.
Yeah. Raiders aren't doing that.
This always is easier said than done.
Mm-hmm.
But a 25-yard completion, that's not even like I got to bet that. 11-1, why not?
Yep. 20 yards in each quarter is 22-1. 25 yards each half is plus 130. 5 yards in each quarter is 2-1. 50 yards in each half plus 650. I want to get him in a combo. Like, what could he do with Franklin or with Sutton?
I have that.
You do? All I have is touchdowns. There's Bowers and Sutton. The only one I see is Bowers and Sutton, 5 yards each quarter and 10 yards each quarter. 5 is 15, 10 is 50.
10 and okay.
And Sutton Sutton could do that.
What about this one? Bowers and Sutton to have 25 plus yards in each half. Each half, 6-1.
Okay. That's good.
That's possible?
Yep.
Bowers and Sutton to combine for 250 plus receiving yards, 50-1. You want to get absolutely off your rocker? Bowers and Sutton to combine for 300 plus receiving yards, 65-1.
Yeah.
Here is Sutton and Franklin, each 40 plus yards in each half, 80-1. Then it's just, we're talking about an atomic meltdown by the Raiders secondary for the most part.
And if they can't get stops, that could also happen. Each team, it's each team. I wanted just the Broncos. Each team to score in all 4 quarters, 10-1.
I got one for you.
Dude, that's not bad. But this is...
I love these menus.
Yeah, there's so much stuff. And I'll tell you, Caesars and Will Hill are putting up like 200 different things every single game.
Right.
I imagine FanDuel is doing similar stuff.
Yeah, how about this one? Bowers and Tucker to combine for 100 plus receiving yards, and Sutton and Franklin to combine for 100 plus receiving yards.
Okay.
Plus 120. Like, there's an angle, right?
Yeah.
Because Bowers is going to be by far the number one guy you would think for Geno tonight. His receptions prop is 6.5. Tucker's now wide receiver number 1. They have to combine for 100. And on the flip side, I mean, how many people have made a case for Franklin to have a nice game tonight? A lot.
Yeah.
And Sutton has been Nick's go-to guy for a year and a half now.
Yeah. Nick's is 10-1 to have the most rushing yards. I bet over longest rush, 11.5. And we'll see if they can get anything going on the ground with Genty, which I was shocked at his price and what's offered here at Circa. Plus 520 to have 90 yards. Bo Nix has never lost to a team with a losing record. We've ran down all the numbers here. They're staggering. Going back, a team laying 7 or more on Thursday night, 32-3 straight up run. The trend from Mackinnon, the spot that the Raiders are in, overtime, short week, on the road, Thursday night. It's a 4-23 ATS run and 6-21 straight up. Nix is also great on a 6-point teaser, 24-3 in his career. And he's 13-1 straight up as a favorite in his career.
What is your level of faith in Bo Nix to go out there and absolutely crush it tonight? Entire game. Puts together an A-plus game against this team.
A-plus?
Yeah.
I think it helps that he struggled last week. It's a whole different ballgame, though, with the Texans and the Raiders. But
Yeah.
I think he'll be comfortable in the pocket. I think they'll be able to establish the run. I think it'll be an easy game for him.
You know, it's not a whole new ball game, is that he was also a disaster against the Jets. And
that was just a bizarre. The whole thing was weird.
We talk about this all the time. You always I can't get games out of my head. I can't get that game out of my head.
Well, he's terrible against Tennessee too.
That's true.
That was another one. He kept turning the ball over, had a sack, he fumbled, and had an interception as well. Geno was struggled in prime time. 0-5 ATS going back, 0-7 in division, and on a 4-13 straight up run career in the prime time games. But this is just the only concern I would have would be, do they turn the ball over, keep the Raiders in, give them some hope,
right? And
the look-ahead spot. You have again a Houdini act against Houston. You're 4-0 this year when you trail entering the fourth quarter. Although you didn't play well, you got the win. The defense is so good. And I can't see it going well for Geno. And again, reports coming out of the Las Vegas here that this could be it for Chip Kelly if it doesn't go well. They're 30th in offense. They're 29th in scoring. They're 29th in rushing attack. They can't get anything going with Genty outside of one game. Denver's won 9 in a row at home. They have the most sacks. This late in the season, they have number 1 sack differential in NFL history. Houston was 3 of 17 on third down last week. 5 games, they've held the opponent to 20% or under on third down conversion rate. Take away Bowers, limit Bowers, they're not going to do much. and then you're going to walk out here with another easy win, and you can get ready for Kansas City with the division on the line.
Right. So there's a scenario here where Denver and Bo Nix on offense, they don't have to do much at all, meaning that they're not going to outscore the Raiders in a shootout, and it's going to be like that Giants game that was 33-32. There is definitely here, Pauly, a possibility where the Broncos defense is so good tonight that the Raiders basically put nothing together at all in terms of yards, threats, points, any of that.
Yeah, I still think about the Kansas City game.
Yeah, same. And the Broncos can get out of there with a 17-7 win. And it's just a dead under game. And Nix is okay at best, but the defense just carries the day. By the way, stand corrected. Thank you to BS on Twitter who found it as well. I read that incorrectly. It's both Bo Nix and Geno Smith to complete 25-plus passes, not a 25-yard pass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my bad on that. So it's not nearly as good. Whenever it sounds too good to be true, it is too good to be true. So thank you to BS on X for steering me in the right direction there with that one.
There's a lot of games where I would like these props, but I just don't think you're getting help from Geno and the Raiders here.
Yeah, right.
But this is...
like how many guys are going to eat for the Raiders?
Yeah, we have back-to-back games like this where it's what's going to happen from a prop standpoint for the big dog. Because next week we got New England laying doubles against the Jets. And I would say you'll probably get there with maybe some Fields rushing stuff, but you can't do anything on the ground against New England. Yeah, May rushing. And then who goes off for the Patriots at this horrible Jets defense now that you traded two people and you demoted another one.
Oh. But, well, that's going to be a Breece Hall under special, is it not?
Yeah. No, one back has gone for 50 yards against the Patriots. So it's going to be the same type of game next Thursday that we're talking about.
Yeah, right. I'm actually, and by the way, if you want to get ahead of ourselves again, I'm much more excited about the Raiders playing on Monday night against the Cowboys. I think that game can be awesome.
That could be your 25 completions and
sure.
Combine it for 500 yards, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, field goal each quarter plus 450. Genty and Dobbins, 5 yards each quarter plus 380. Both teams to make a 33-yard field goal is $1.30 at the Westgate, like that as well. And I didn't know what to do with longest field goal, 52.5. That one's tough.
Well, it's, again, supposed to be windy tonight, so you might want to look 30, under on that.
Yes, right. That's not a bad angle.
Yeah, I think it's like 35-mile-an-hour gust as we speak, but that is supposed to die down like around opening kickoff, but maybe a little bit after.
Sorry, and to help you out, because you're thinking about them in Survivor, 34-18, 29-19. Denver swept them last year and moved the ball.
All right, a game is about to tip featuring a new coach who loves to play at a chaotic pace, and the totals so far with this team are going to the moon. We'll tell you who it is next here on VSiN.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
It's good to have you on board here on a Thursday. By the way, it's a weird night overall in basketball with only one game on the slate in the NBA, and we have much more on the NFL game coming up. We're going to hang around for an additional half an hour tonight with VSiN Primetime, talking about Broncos and Raiders. But there is a game starting right now that I'm super intrigued by. I think everybody should be in college hoops, and it's IU Indy against LIU Brooklyn. Not joking here. The first game, what happened with the total for IU Indy's first game against Ohio State?
160 up to 172.
And the final was 118 to 102.
Yes.
So everybody was waiting for Books to post this total in the game. It's tipping off like right now on ESPN+. And Books didn't post it last night. It's an extra game, so a lot of books in Las Vegas won't post until the morning. And then at about 6:55 a.m. Pacific time today, the Westgate, first book that I noticed in the entire world who posted it, they put up 179.5. I bet that. It's now about 185. The first half total is 88.5 or 89. This is from the Campus Citizen for IU Indy. Their new coach runs something called The System, and it started at Nova Eastern under his mentor, Jim Crutchfield. So it's full court pressing every single possession, whether the opposing team makes or misses a basket. And it not only has an emphasis on defense, but also on scoring. And the AD at IU Indy said that Coach Howlett's team last year at West Liberty would have led Division I in shot attempts and took about 800 more shots than they did as a program last year. It's a very high up-tempo style that he plays. And Coach Howlett said, quote, I think it's a very aggressive style of play, and it's a fan-friendly style because we score a lot of points and there's a lot of action within our games. End of quote. And evidently, like, they're going to give up a ton of layups and a ton of open threes, and he's fine with that. And as you said earlier, this sounds a lot like the old Loyola Marymount days.
Absolutely.
I've told several people about this team tonight and this game, and that every single person to a man said Loyola Marymount.
Yes. Give up layups on purpose to trap them into your style.
Yeah, right.
Fall into the trap. And get that tempo you want, and you're eventually going to wear them down because they're not used to that for 40 minutes. And that team went to the Elite Eight even when Hank Gathers passed away that year. He led the league in scoring and rebounding.
So maybe we'll get another, 65 to 55 game at halftime or something like that. I think they had over 100 points in the first half against Ohio State combined there. And then what happens to totals if this one goes flying over for the rest of the year? Guy's not going to apologize to anybody.
Yes.
This is who he is and what he wants to do.
Yep.
Sounds like a little bit like Signetti.
Yes.
Right?
Aggressive style, fan-friendly, score a lot, and a lot of action. No doubt. And still impressive, he scored 102 against the Buckeyes. So let's see what you do here against the Long Island Sharks in the first game on the schedule and on your app when you open it up as well.
This is the kind of game that we would love to talk about like in February, championship week. But here you go out of the gates with something brand new like this. I'm excited for it. So can we fire up the Jim Root audio again from the other day when he was on? Jim Root, awesome. Joins different shows on the network throughout the entire college basketball year. Really good job with three-man weave. He was on VSiN Primetime with Tim Murray and Matt Humans earlier this week, and he talked about what to expect with this program this year.
Tim, can they all be as easy as the over in that game? I got it closer to the opener, and just seeing it, have over 100 points in the first half was as happy as you could make me. But yeah, the new coach coming up from Division II, Ben Howlett, was at West Liberty. They averaged over 100 points a game last year. They're going to press. They're going to go for steals. They're going to give up a lot of layups, and they don't care. That is part of their system, and they are not going to call off the dogs. They're not going to pull it back if they think they're at an athletic disadvantage. They're going to play the way they play, and that's going to lead to a lot of possessions, a lot of points, as we saw last night. And I think it's going to cause some trouble for some teams that don't have the size advantage that Ohio State did last night. So I think West Liberty, and now IU Indy, I guess, IU Indy is going to be a fun team to watch and hopefully to bet on. It's going to be a conundrum for odds makers because I think every one of their totals is going to get hammered up until they're way, way up there.
We're seeing that
That's
again.
Excellent.
Yep.
Yes.
And there was somebody who noticed an offshore book. I don't know if this was actually a real thing, but on the screen, I noticed 162.
That's what the screen says.
But there was a line drawn through it.
I don't know.
Well, if they did open it up, they took it off right away because they got absolutely, and it's an extra game, so it's not like they're taking $1 million bets on it, but it's already moved a good 6.5 points for tonight's game, or in that neighborhood.
All right. I don't know about the NFL game, but I think we're going to see fireworks in the two college games. Both games, ESPN2. Your buddy, Clay Helton, and Georgia Southern going against App State. Listen to these. How about Georgia Southern? 42-14, 59-20, 41-34, 45-17, 38-35, 41-24, 34-24. They're 3-5. App State is 4-4, and they're laying a small number tonight at home, and a total of 61.5. I could see that one going over, and a lot of points in that one, and definitely in the sexier matchup, the Bulls. What a season it's been for South Florida. And they're a big total here, and they played a lot of high-scoring games, and they're in action coming up against UTSA off the big upset. Blew out Tulane at home as a 7-point dog. This is 67.5. But South Florida's been involved in a lot of high-scoring games. They scored 63 twice, scored 54, 48. Lost to Memphis last week, 34-31. I do like Brown, the quarterback's rushing yards over. You can find him high 60s. I think he's like $1.30 in that range. The DraftKings have like 70 yards. But I think he'll do a lot of damage on the ground, and they'll get what they want offensively here. And a big point spread, 14 against the Roadrunners, and a letdown spot maybe for UTSA. And an incredible matchup tomorrow. Big game with Memphis only 3.5 at home against Tulane. So while they weren't in the top 25 committee rankings, Memphis is in the playoff right now with a group of 5. They would be in. Now, they had that embarrassing loss against UAB, but James Madison's still lurking. They could run the table, and their only loss is on the road against Louisville, and they led in that game. Memphis is 8-1, so you get this big win against a disappointing Tulane team. You close at East Carolina, and you close on Thanksgiving against Navy. Then you'd have the championship game. So it's right there for Memphis to get in there, and it's in a big one tomorrow with their final 4 remaining games, assuming they make the AAC title game. I'm just surprised at the point spread because the quarterback's supposed to play the Nevada transfer from Memphis who was banged up in Tulane. That's back-to-back-to-back games that haven't been impressive.
Right.
26-19 at home against East Carolina. Had to hang on. Big favorites against Army, 24-17 at home. And 48-26 they lost to UTSA last week. So Memphis is cheap coming up tomorrow.
Why is that
I
the
don't
case?
get it. It doesn't make any sense to me either.
Yeah.
How that league could play out. This just came down as well. I wanted to run this by you. They had the arraignment for Damon Jones and also Marvis Fairley for their NBA illegal betting case. They pleaded not guilty to both charges. They're free on $200,000 bond. Alleged Gambino crime family soldier Anthony Ruggiero, $5 million bond was denied. He's the son of the legendary mobster who they called Quack Quack, who because he liked to talk and he threatened to feed people to sharks. He took over when Gotti was going on through his cases where he was trying to beat the feds and what he was up against. He planned the hit of Paul Castellano in 1985 outside the steakhouse. Out there. That episode in the Billions where they reenacted as well. So these are the kind of characters here. And they arrested 13 other reputed mobsters along with this NBA thing and this thing and all these names and what happened. And that's the guy's name. And also that came out in the case as well. One of the guys, I think one of the guys involved goes back to 2018 when the judge says you can't talk to any mobsters. No mob ties. He goes, yeah, but my favorite Italian bakery's in Brooklyn. I go there for my favorite breakfast. What am I supposed to do? I go there, I'm going to run into somebody.
You're supposed to find another spot to go to.
He goes, I don't want to do that.
That's
he goes,
too bad.
I love the breakfast. Well, he was making the case in court.
Guess
about
what?
That.
You got 7,000 other spots that probably have a breakfast equally as good.
Yeah.
No excuses at that point.
I'd like to get the name of the place. A beloved Italian bakery in Brooklyn. Must be good. Loan sharking, gambling, drug dealing. Mistrial after what happened. So this stuff is wild.
What would you order, Pauly, at a nice Italian sit-down?
Breakfast?
No, anything.
Probably go, would you go ziti?
I'm asking you because we went to dinner last night and you ordered bread and mac and cheese.
I wasn't hungry. Yeah.
You're the worst orderer in the history of the world at restaurants.
I saved room for dessert, though, too.
I
appreciate that. I appreciate that as well. I had a late lunch. Official horse racing partner of VSiN, First Bet, built for bettors who demand more. First Bet isn't just about placing a bet. It's about helping bettors of all levels with handicapping tools that provide data-driven insights to help you make smarter bets. In-app tools give you win, place, and show probabilities so you can quickly and easily identify good value plays and improve your ROI. Take advantage of a limited time $250 sign-up offer and to claim your bonus. Promo code VSiN250. Sign up in the First Bet app or at firstbet.com. Promo code VSiN250.
In-pocket plays are coming up next. A very good NFL analyst wrote about his awards at the midway point of the NFL season. I cannot believe who he has the winner of the MVP right now.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
The holidays are back at Starbucks, so share the season with a peppermint mocha made with Starbucks signature espresso, velvety mocha, and cool peppermint notes topped with whipped cream and dark chocolate curls. Together is the best place to be at Starbucks.
The AI has an algorithm to determine the winner of any given college basketball game.
Someone gives you 10,000 to 1 on anything. You take it. Take it. Take it.
I bet you $20 I can get you gambling before the end of the day. No way. I'll give you 3 to 1 odds. Nope. 5 to 1. Nope. 10 to 1. You're on.
All right, ready to go. Props are coming out on the weekend games and the kicking props as well. Broncos, 1 seed in the AFC, 5 to 1. 5-point move on the UNLV total up to 62.5 against Colorado State. Rebels can score, play no defense.
Yep.
Easy over last week against New Mexico and the back-to-back weeks against Boise. BYU plus 10 in the showdown in Lubbock. Chargers Steelers over 3.5 made field goals Sunday night. Doesn't get any better than Boswell and Dicker for these props. That's the pending and then all the new. A lot going on tonight. It's a fun night in the world of sports. Eclectic mix. Right back with JSN over 99.5 yards. He's gone over every game but one. And I know our AI projections will be all over him again. Pierce, every game he's gone over his receiving yards. Guru's on it. I'm on it as well. 54.5. Guru got a better number. McCaffrey has gone over every game receiving except the one. He's 49.5 against the Rams. You saw what the success that the tight ends have had against Pittsburgh and what Warren did. I think Gadsden's going to have a big game. He's been awesome the last 3 weeks. He's only 54.5 against the Steelers Sunday night. Chargers, Steelers, both teams have a 33-yard field goal. This one's big.
That's $1.20?
Yeah.
What, is that Westgate?
Get high. Yeah, check that out, yeah. Westgate, I don't think Westgate has it up yet, but they have the one up tonight, $1.30. So it's Fairbairn out. It's Matthew Wright in for Houston. I don't know if Ryans is going to trust him in the distance, but we have Cam Little in our back pocket. Longest field goal made of the game to Jacksonville, the 3-way at DraftKings. Jonathan Davis, I misspoke earlier. 9 of the last 10 meetings, first period gone over between Vegas and Tampa. They're here tonight, over 1.5 in this one. Genty and Dobbins, 5 yards each quarter, plus 380. That's at Will Hill and Caesars. Bowers, 5 yards each quarter, 2 to 1. And goal in the first 10. Bruins and Ottawa. Ottawa 6-0 on the road. Goal in the first 10. Let's get some fireworks early. Good luck. And a lot going on tonight outside of the NBA.
All right. Merrill went over last night, 2.5 made threes. He hit 4 of them, only took 5. So that was a little surprising. First game back, but that one cashed. 3-point prop's been super strong to begin the year. Other bets now. Eagles, money line, plus 116 Monday night against the Packers. Good news today at practice with a bunch of guys who are questionable. And also pending Drake May, most passing yards, 16 to 1. You can actually find better numbers than that right now. I think 20 to 1 is out there as we speak. Additional plays. I've added a new player to win an award. He made his debut Monday night against the Cowboys and absolutely dominated. Walter Nolan, first-round pick, super hyped out of high school, Texas A&M, the whole thing. 75 to 1 to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's at Westgate. You can find him 50 to 1 at most other spots. This, to me, award is absolutely wide open. Nobody is running away with the award.
Yep.
And if he comes in and plays for the rest of the year and puts up great numbers on a good defense with a defensive coach, I think he can win it in the last half of the year. Also, Thunder to win the NBA Cup, plus 225. They lost last night. That wasn't part of the Cup. And they have a very easy group. And once they get their guys back and they're going to be playing in these games, watch out. The league is not ready for this team. And I played this a little earlier today. Jalen Green makes his return tonight for the Suns. Grayson Allen is now questionable in this game because of an illness. His prop, by the way, was like 15.5. So you take that out. If he's not going to play, Jalen Green will probably have a pretty decent usage. Last year, he averaged 21 a game with Houston. And when you go down and look at some of the numbers against the Clippers so far this year, their defense is bottom 5 in the league in defensive rating overall and has the worst net rating on the road. I played over 13.5 points, minus 106 for Jalen Green tonight.
24-16, Sharks, 9 minutes in. Pick it up, guys.
So they're on pace
Not
for
bad, though.
9 minutes in?
9 minutes in.
Oh, they're on pace for more than 80 in the first half.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me give you this. Bill Barnwell with his midseason awards today in the NFL. He updates every quarter.
Uh-huh.
And as he said with some of these, talk to me again in 2 months. Things can change.
Oh, yeah, fair.
And a lot of them change from the quarter mark. Offensive Rookie of the Year, he has Tyler Warren winning from the Colts. He has Gray Zabel second, offensive lineman for the Seahawks. Egbuka third. He does not have Jackson Dart in the top 3.
Oh, wow.
As of today. Offensive Player of the Year. Third, he has James Cook. Second, he has Jonathan Taylor. First, he has Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Wow.
Offensive Player of the Year.
Wow, that's a surprise.
Coach of the Year. Sean McVay third. Mike Vrabel second. Shane Steichen first.
Yeah.
No Shanahan top 3?
Nah.
And the
Where's Todd Bowles? I mean, they've also had a plethora of injuries.
MVP third, he has Sam Darnold. Second, Matthew Stafford. Take a guess who he has first. Third, Sam Darnold. Second, Matthew Stafford. When I was scrolling down, I thought,
So it's going to be a surprise. It's not, okay, so he's not going Allen. He's not going Mahomes.
I thought it might be Drake May.
Is it Baker Mayfield?
No.
Don't tell me it's not. Is it a quarterback?
It is. You mentioned him already.
Oh, no.
He's got Patrick Mahomes, the MVP of the league.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Come on. The 8th seed. They're the 8th seed.
I don't know what to tell you, Paul.
Oh, my God.
In what world, I like Bill Barnwell, does a great job. In what world would Patrick Mahomes be the MVP of the league today?
Yeah, you might want to make the playoffs.
What am I missing?
Come on. Oh, Billy.
But it's been half the season. He's put up how many dud games so far?
Yes.
Can't have him first. Can't have him top 3. Mahomes top 5 right now is a stretch.
You can't have Josh Allen. You can't even do that.
You can't have Allen over Drake May.
You're doing it
you
now.
Cannot.
No, that's right.
Right now, correct. Yes.
Right. I mean, the Buccaneers are 6-2. The Rams are 6-2. Stafford has obscene numbers. Mayfield dealing with everyone's hurt on that team.
I know.
Offense and defense. He might be without Bucky and Godwin again Sunday.
I'll give you another one. The NBA MVP, after what Joker did, he had a 30-15-15 game last night.
Did you see the tweet? Did Chad Andrus send it to you?
Yeah.
I retweeted it. 30, 15, and 15 games since 1980. Joker 7. Rest of the league 7.
That's right.
How can that be?
And
that is just oh my God.
So our buddy Chad lives in Denver. He's called play-by-play NBA, really loves the sport. He and I were going back and forth last night, and I said, you wait until Joker finishes 5th in the MVP this year. And it's like not even that far-fetched.
Yeah.
Right? Because you could see a scenario where it would be Wemby, Luka, SGA, and Freak. And people are just going to be like, I'm tired of Joker. He's not the MVP. Yeah. Like the year they didn't give it to him, they gave him to Embiid instead.
Well, that's when things got ugly. You know,
absolutely.
People were talking about race and all this other stuff. Like,
yes.
Give me a break.
Yep.
Come on. And how bad does that look? What's Luka's updated numbers now after what he did last night?
Full season to date?
Let me get that now after what he did. He had 35. Well, you come on. He's averaging 40, 11, and 9, and he's shooting 50%.
Damn.
It was strong. I think he had one game where he was 4 or 12 from 3, but he lets it go. But that's 40, 11, and 9. Wow. Great energy last night. Building was rocking. A lot of fun. Lakers down big, come back to win. Great job by Redick, the double team on Wemby. Marcus Smart played well.
Yeah.
That roster's pretty. That's a sneaky roster. And like Sherman said, they like each other. Good chemistry.
Are you going to be okay with this comment? I kind of hope LeBron wouldn't come back.
Well, it's going to be difficult.
I'd rather see it play out this year without him.
I would mix him in slowly. You know, integrate him slowly.
Yeah, right.
It's just that we got a good thing going right now.
They have a great thing going.
I know.
They're one of the biggest. What can I call them? Like one of the biggest surprises of the league with their record. They've been awesome.
Man, one of the losses in a horrible spot on a back-to-back. That's
right.
Another one.
Yeah.
And they just didn't have an opening night. Golden State was great. The Lakers missed 11 free throws, and they were sloppy with the ball. I mean, it happens.
Yeah.
But,
and Luka started. I mean, now his numbers are coming down a little bit, but he started with 3 straight games over 40 points this year.
Yeah.
So we're hanging around for another half an hour. Prime time. Humans, Murray coming up. Cashing out. Dustin Sweetelson a little bit later on tonight, 11 p.m. Eastern. Wake up tomorrow morning early. VSiN by the books. Jensen Lewis, Dave Ross. 7 a.m. Eastern, and good luck with the bets tonight.